Good morning, beauties. Okay, today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me live with some new makeup products. These either I haven't used, I've only used maybe like once or twice. So anyways, I wanted to come on here. I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Camelback liquid catsuit as my eyeshadow primer. I wanted to do this video, get ready with me live, just to chat about this YouTube channel and how I've used it in the past and how I've kind of plan on using it in the future. So I started this channel a couple years ago, and I was trying to post videos on a regular basis. And what I shortly figured out was that I'm really not good at video editing. And I think I was putting a little bit too much pressure on myself to make it more professional than I was capable of doing. And so I was just never happy with the video content, and it just wasn't something I enjoy. I enjoy makeup. I enjoy talking about makeup and, being part of the makeup community. But I was having a really hard time making YouTube videos just because I wasn't enjoying the process of it. So got my coffee here this morning. Next, the brushes I'm going to be using today are the Sonia G Pro Eye and Pro Face set. I've had the Pro Eye set for a couple months, but I just got the Pro Face set and I have not used it yet. So that's what I'll be using for brushes. And first I'm going to try, I got this Neutrogena Eye Shimmer Eyeshadow. This just looked like a good neutral to just keep here on the vanity as like a base color. So yeah, like I said, I was just having a really hard time with YouTube videos. I know I have posted a couple in the last couple years, but it hasn't been regular. And to be completely honest, it wasn't content that I was creating just for YouTube. So about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I created a Facebook group that was a beauty community. And I really enjoy doing that. And so all the videos on that we were doing were live. People could communicate. They could ask questions during the video. And I just found that I enjoyed that. And that's how I figured out, honestly, that I was really avoiding the whole editing process. Because with that, you just, like this video here, you just get on live. You do the video, you chat, you talk about questions. And so that's how I mainly figured out that I'm not that good or whatever at editing. I think I would enjoy video editing. I've got a stray eyebrow hair over here. I enjoy photo editing. I think it's just a matter of I haven't done enough of it. Okay, so we're going to be using this palette. This is the BH Cosmetics 11 London. I have the sister palette to this, which was like the Hawaii pink one. And I don't normally like pink eyeshadow palettes, but I really like that one. So I went ahead and picked up this sister product. And you can see this is much more cool toned, which is more my boat. We're going to be sticking probably in the pretty neutrals, probably Cheers, Crumpet, Lovely, Scone, maybe some Big Ben, and then probably here on the shimmer shadows. So yeah, so like I was saying, I just figured out that I wasn't that big of a fan of the editing. I loved the Facebook community, and I really wanted to spend some time getting that set up. And I believe I have a link to that Facebook group down below in the comments. If not, if you just go to Facebook and you search, and specifically search in groups, if you search Belvedere Beauties, you'll find that group. It is a closed group, but just let us know in the comments that you found us via the YouTube channel, and you'll be added to that group. And anyways, I wanted to spend some time setting that group up. And so I feel now like it's been set up. The main thing that we did over there, which I've posted a few of the videos here in YouTube, is I mainly made that group for like friends and family that I personally know that really just, they're not going to get on YouTube to watch makeup videos. They're already on Facebook, so it's a platform they're already on a regular basis. And the focus really in that group was making what I called like the 101 videos. So really just breaking down makeup. I feel like a lot of the YouTube videos now are almost too advanced. So in that Facebook group, the focus, I mean, we did other videos as well, but the focus of that group was just these literally 101 videos. So breaking things down like foundation, breaking foundation to the, most detailed as I could. And then I did post here on YouTube, if you want an example of that, I believe it was the last video I posted. I took the blush video that I filmed in that Facebook group and I added it here to YouTube. So that's an example of a whole chunk of videos that I have over in that Facebook group if you guys would like to join that. But anyways, I feel like I mainly got all those 101 videos done. It took me a year and a half because each video I took a lot of time in writing notes and everything beforehand. So that I feel is set up and good to go. So now I want to focus more on getting back into this YouTube channel. I need to learn to do a healthy balance, and that's definitely going to be a struggle for me to maintain a healthy balance between the Facebook group and the Instagram page and the YouTube channel. But I do want to start focusing more on the YouTube channel. I have gotten some better equipment that was due to that whole Facebook group. And I actually just got a brand new computer yesterday. And I'm thinking that maybe that will make photo editing a little easier as well. I got a bigger, better computer. Part of the frustration with video editing was like, it would literally take a day for like the editing and the processing. And like when you film a video, you just want it up, which I think is why I like the live so much. You just like, I get really excited about the content and wanting to share it. And so I just felt like I was losing steam sometimes when it would take me like, a day or two to edit and, then it would take the computer hours to render and upload. And it was just very discouraging to me and was just, yeah. I'm not like trying to complain. I'm just letting you guys know where I'm coming from. Okay. I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to go in with this prestige color on the lid. So that's kind of why the YouTube has been lacking and why hopefully if I stick to my guns, you guys are going to see a lot more content on here. Please let me know if you watch this video, what content you would like to see, what you guys would like to see from me. So a little bit of information about me, because I think it's changed a little bit since I started this channel. So I am now I'm going in with Cheeky in the corner. It's this really fun, bright, I should be using a brush, but of course I'm using my finger. So I am a trained makeup artist. I went to makeup artist school, and for several years I did makeup artistry, mainly like bridal and prom work. So, not like photo shoots and that kind of thing. I mean, I have worked with photographers for like personalized, like if you wanted to get your portrait taken, then I would come in and do your makeup for the photographer, for them to do your like, family photos or professional headshot or that kind of thing. So I've done quite a bit of that work, but that's really kind of died down, and that's on me. And that's mainly because just my schedule. So for the primer, I'm going to be using, this is brand new. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer. So this is the Face and Body Foundation, which I love, and they came out with this primer. So I feel like I needed to try this out, even though I'm not a huge believer of primer. I'm not going to say I don't believe it doesn't work, but I'm just going to say I'm not the biggest believer of it. So anyway, I haven't been doing a lot of makeup artistry. That was never my full-time job. I have a full-time job that keeps me very busy, and that I love. Like, I never had any intentions of leaving that career for makeup. Makeup was just the fun thing I got to do in addition. So yeah, so I have a full-time job, and it's a creative position. So that's why a lot of my makeup looks on here, you guys, I have it saying like for the creative professional, because that's what I do. That's what I am. I work in a creative field, but I still, even though it's creative and I have a little bit of creative freedom with my looks and all of that, it's still very traditional at the same time. And that's mainly because I have a creative job, but I have very traditional client base. So, my clients are usually in suits or shirt and tie, that kind of thing. They're still in, business casual attire. The only thing I'm a little worried about this foundation is this is a pretty dark foundation for me. This is the color 2W0. This is like my tan color. I'm a little worried that I'm not quite tan enough. So anyway, so yeah, so that's why, like, I said creative professional. That's the term I used for this group because, like, I get to be a little creative with my makeup, but I can't go like completely overboard every day to work. But I feel like there's a lot of people like that want to be expressive with their makeup at work, but it still needs to be kind of in the professional realm. Now, yes, occasionally I'll do like a more dramatic look or Halloween tutorial or, something for, going out or a party or that kind of thing. But my normal day to day, I can't have that normal Instagram over the top makeup look because it's just not going to fit well in my career. I do, like, I could totally wear this to work. I do have, a little more creative freedom, but I feel like that's kind of becoming the norm. I feel like a lot of places are getting more into, even with what you can wear, more expressive into your character and that kind of thing. So that's why I have the top of this group. It says makeup for the creative professional. So we're not most of the time going overboard here with the looks. These are things that if you're into makeup and you enjoy makeup, yes, it's a little more than some, but it's not completely over the top on a normal basis. So with that said, my makeup, when I'm testing makeup, the one thing I notice sometimes on YouTube channels is like, I feel like people are like, oh yeah, I wore it for, 6 hours or 8 hours. So it's long wear. I'm going to take my makeup off now. No, that does not work for me. I work a full day, a full, 8-hour work day. To me, I put my makeup on and I have a decently long commute because I live in a large city. My makeup minimum needs to last about 12 hours. I put my makeup on around 6 o'clock in the morning, and then that's when I start. And then I leave my house about 7 to be at work around 8. Leave my house at 5, get home around 6. So I want my makeup at that time that I get home to still look decent. I don't mind a little wear, but it cannot be like falling off. Because if I want to go out to dinner or, something like that, I still need it to look decent. I'm also not someone that touches up my makeup regularly throughout the day. I do have normal to dry skin, so I don't have oily skin, so I'm not having to blot on a regular basis. And so I don't want to be touching up my makeup. I don't mind reapplying lipstick a couple times a day or a gloss. And we'll talk probably further in videos about my favorite lipstick of all time. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking for makeup. I have normally to dry skin. I'm doing kind of a creative professional look, and I'm expecting my makeup to last about 12 hours. So that's kind of my review basis on makeup. If I say something's good, it's probably going to have to be within those realms, or I'm going to specifically say like, this is good, but only for like a short event. That's kind of my standard, is a 12-hour work day. I don't do anything too crazy. I work in an office environment, so I'm not like outside all day. But makeup to me needs to be able to go to the office, stand through, you know, normal snacks and that kind of thing, and, you know, still look good when I leave the office. So this is the Natasha Denona Transfix Matte Concealer in the color 6NY. We're going to use this. I have used this before. It has an odd texture. That's what I'm going to say about it. This is, I don't think, going to be taking the place as my new favorite concealer, but I specifically wanted to try it with this. So the reason I wanted to try this primer with this foundation is I just got done saying I don't have oily skin and I never have to blot. This is the only foundation that I have, and I have about 20 foundations over here, different brands and colors. It is the only foundation that I actually know, well, I don't have to blot. I definitely could blot halfway through the day. It is the glowiest foundation in my collection by far. So this concealer being more matte, I thought I would try with this dewier foundation and see how those mix, because I think that's my problem with this concealer, is it's almost too matte. Like, you have to see I'm working very quickly because this concealer dries. It probably would have been better to put one eye on at a time and just work with the area that you applied the face, because it dries very quickly. You don't have a lot of time to blend. You get decent coverage, but like I said, it's just an odd texture and it almost feels a little strange when you first put it on. I have very dark circles, especially on this eye, because it's accented by the under eye filler that I got years and years ago, that is mainly gone, but there's still just enough of it that it accents that blueness under my eyes. So yeah, I had tear trough filler probably 3 years ago. So as you know, there really isn't much left out here. I was overfilled slightly right here, so that's why some of that is left. Okay, I'm going to be using the Vanessa's Vanity Smoothing Filter FX powder to set that. I love Vanessa's Vanity eyeshadows. They are some of the prettiest eyeshadows. And I'm talking in comparison to, you know, Natasha Denona. The range is small, but they are, the ones that she has are beautiful. If you guys want a video with her eyeshadows, let me know. It's a small Etsy brand, and she actually doesn't live very far from me. I think it's a few hours away. I say she because it's you know, named Vanessa, so I assume that's the owner. I could be wrong in that assumption. Just like this channel is called Belvedere, but my name's not Belva. It's my mother's name, if you're wondering. I'm just going to use, let's see, a powder that I have here. Maybe if I can get a powder out. Okay, we're using this one because it's out on the counter. We're just going to use this Wet n Wild powder. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be using this. Okay. We're going to try this brush. I haven't used this brush. I haven't used any of the face brushes yet, so we're going to try this. So yeah, so it does Vanessa's Vanity. I love her products. It's a small Etsy brand. I will say it takes forever to get her stuff. Like sometimes, and it's weird, like sometimes it'll come at a decent time, and sometimes, I mean, it'll take, I don't know, it seems like 6 weeks to get it. I'm sure that's being slightly dramatic, but that's what it feels like sometimes. And I get it. It's like, you know, a one-woman show, so I totally get it. I just get like overly excited about getting her products in. I'm going to use this brush just to rub this down. These brushes are so soft, you guys. They're so soft. So yeah, I get so excited about getting our stuff in, and I think we're all living in a society where we feel like everything should be here in 2 days between Sephora Flash and Amazon Prime, and I just feel like I, to a fault, have no patience with shipping. But I get it. I mean, I think it's like, you know, I think she's like a mom, you know, trying to make makeup and sell it as well. So I'm sure she has a lot on her plate. Okay, I've been hearing wonderful things about this Buxom Wonderlust primer infused blushes. So I picked this up, and I do not know how to say the name of this. Can you see there? That's the name of the product. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to butcher that. I'm going to use the Cheek Pro. I love the size of this. I've always been a fan of a smaller cheek brush, so I'm just so happy that somebody else is a fan of a small cheek brush and made one. So yeah. But yeah, love Vanessa's Vanity products. If you want to check out our shop, you definitely should. Just know that it's going to take you a while to get her stuff. This blush has an interesting smell. I don't know that it's scented. Oh, it's almost like tropical, like coconut. Okay. I'm not loving the way it blended. But I'm also using a new brush. So that might not have been a good combo, using a new brush and a new blush at the same time. Okay, that cheek did a lot better. I think maybe I started out with too much product on this side. We're just going to blend a lot. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to use the mascara and primer I wanted to use today when I originally set out products for this video, because I just got my eyelash lift yesterday, so I can't wear makeup or mascara for 24 hours. I have been using these. These are the Cinegence 3-in-1 Maximizing Lash Primer and the Volume Intense Mascara. I do not sell Cinegence, but I'll have a link below from the lady that I purchased from. I will say I got this primer thinking I really wasn't going to be that big of a fan because I've never really been into lash primers, but I love the lift that it gives my lashes. I've been using it before I got my lash lift, and it was actually like giving my lashes some lift, and I have very flat lashes. So I'm really excited to try that now after my lash lift. I'm excited for that. I'm going to be going in with the Ofra Verified Liquid Eyeliner in Verified Black. This is a brand new eyeliner for them. It is a pen style with a brush tip. It is not a felt tip eyeliner. And we're just going to be doing a small wing. This is where when I do eyeliner live, I'm always afraid that I'm blocking you guys. So yeah, anytime I'm live, if you guys happen to come on while I'm live, I love chatting with you guys in the comments. So please feel free to say hi. Let me know you're here. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, let me know. Sometimes it is hard to put on makeup and read the comments at the same time, but I do my best to pay attention to the comments. I have the screen set up here so that I can see those. And I love chatting live. That's something like I said, I really found with the Facebook group. That was just fun for me to be able to actually feel like we were sitting down, doing it together and talking about it. I think that's what I love most about like social media and makeup, is just getting to chat with everybody about different items. Okay, so for my brows, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil and the micro brow pencil together. This is the color Ash Brown on the larger one, And I'm pretty sure the smaller one is the color brunette, but I have not been able to find the color actually on the packaging. So we're going to start out with just filling the shape in. I've had this larger one for a while. The micro one is newer to my collection, and I've never used them together, but I like them both separately, and because they're different colors, I thought that they would layer nicely together. So this one I'm just trying to kind of outline the overall shape and do the general filling in. And then I plan on brushing through it and then going back and doing the detail work with the micro brow in the darker color. Like I said, I've used both of these separately and love them both. So not really worried about not liking this. I just haven't tried it together. We're going to cheat, little sneak peek to the highlight. This is the highlighter we're going to be trying today. Okay, so I think we're good on that. Both of them have a spoolie on the back side. I'm going to use the spoolie on the smaller one just so I have a little bit more control. The spoolie is smaller on the micro brow pencil than it is on the other one by just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to use the small side. Here we go. And we're just going to go in, and where it's extra sparse, I'm going to add some darker brush strokes or hair strokes. Somehow this brow got plucked more back this way, and I'm trying to grow it back in. So that's why I really always focus on filling this up, but not this one, because this one has its own hairs there. We're trying to grow the hairs back on this side. And that wasn't like a recent thing. That was like a in my youth over plucking situation. If you're younger and someone's telling you, please stop plucking your eyebrows so much, there's a reason. I think all of us overpluck when we're younger, and then we grow up and we enter adulthood and we're like, man, I wish I hadn't tortured my eyebrows. Okay, so last item today is going to be this new Fresh and Frosted highlight palette from Sugar Rush, which is a division of Tarte. So you can see here on the packaging. I don't really understand. I mean, it's literally sugarrushbeauty.com. So I really don't understand what Tarte's trying to do by having like a separate brand there, but we're going for it. This is the first item from that line that I've actually been interested in, and this is what it looks like. These are definitely in the pan glittery highlights. If you don't like glittery highlight, this is not going to be for you. I'm going to be using the new Fan Pro from Sonia G, and I think I'm going to go into this more pink peach color for the highlight. And we're just going to hit the top of the cheek there. Yeah, that's pretty. It definitely has glitter in it. This is definitely something I would probably reserve for the weekends. I don't know that I would wear this to work every day. Or if I were to work, I'd wear it on a day I knew I wasn't meeting with any clients. Because it is definitely a little glittery, which I personally enjoy. I just don't know that it's the most work appropriate thing for me. I think I could get by with it. I don't think anybody would say anything. I'm just going to go in with this lighter one, which this does pull yellow here. We'll swatch all 3 colors. But I'm going to take that lighter one just down the center of my nose. And then we're going to do some quick baby swatches. So this is the lightest shade on the left. This is the middle shade. And this is that far shade. And I did not dip my finger in there enough. That was not a fair swatch. There we go. So that's the colors. Okay. And, oh, I need a lip. I didn't have a lip set out. Oh, I have these I haven't tried yet. Okay. We're going to go in with this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lip Gloss in the color Rose Quartz. This is from their Crystal collection. And it's like the pinker one. So while it's a gloss, it definitely has some color to it. All right, that's a little pinky pink for me. We're gonna mix in some lipstick. This is just 902C by Wet n Wild. We need to tone that pink down a little. This is not the look I was wanting today. Okay, much better. All right, so yeah, that is my completed look for today. I think I enjoyed everything. The only thing that was a little, this definitely like go in with a light hand. If you put on too much at once, it gets a little splotchy, but it blended out nicely. And so far, everyone I've heard review it has said it lasts a really long time. So I love the color of it. So that was the only thing that was a little bit questionable. And I'm definitely interested to see throughout the day, I'll try to remember to put something in the comments, how this primer does with this foundation. It doesn't actually claim to be mattifying. It's more supposed to be like pore and line blurring, which I always think the Dior complexion products always do a really great job of that. And you know, looking up close, like it looks good to me. I'm just interested to see if it helps control the glow a little bit today. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments about me, the channel, or any suggestions for videos you'd like to see, I do plan on being on here a lot more than I have been. We're not going to shoot for multiple times a week quite yet. But now that I've figured out how live works, I'll probably be doing a lot of live videos, as well as pre-recorded content. I know I'm actually later today, fingers crossed, I'm going to be working on filming a video that's going to take me like 5 months to post, because it's, something that's going to take progress over time. There's a hint right here, if you guys see that. So I will be working on recording that over 5 months and then putting the video. This will be the first time I do something that will take me that long. So hopefully I have the patience for that. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day.